international news stories. I'm joined by Mary.
Thanks, Ed. Let's first take a look at today's headlines. Cuban President reaffirms that Cuba will never abandon socialism.
President Raul Castro meets with visiting Russian Vice President.
Israeli fighter jets conduct air raids on Gaza Strip.
And Venezuela says U.S. sanctions give free rein to right-wing violence. And now, the news in detail.
Cuban President Raul Castro has reaffirmed that Cuba will never abandon socialism, as stipulated in the new guidelines of the Cuban Communist Party. In his closing remarks Saturday morning at the fourth session of the 8th Legislature of the National Assembly of People's Power, the Cuban Parliament, the Cuban president reiterated that the Cuban people will never renounce the ideals they have defended for over a century now and for which many fought and gave their lives. President Raul Castro recalled that Cubans ratified the irrevocable character of their socialist, political, economic, and social system in a public referendum. Raul referred to what he called truly fruitful meetings here in Cuba this month of December 2014 and pointed to the 5th ECAM Cuba and the Alba TCP summits. Speaking on behalf of all Cuban deputies, Raul welcomed the presence at Saturday's session of the 4 Cuban anti-terrorist fighters, Fernando González and René González, along with Ramón Lavanino, Antonio Guerrero, and Gerardo Hernández, who were released and returned to Cuba this past Wednesday after serving more than 60 years of unjust imprisonment in U.S. jails. In another part of his speech, the Cuban head of state said that currency unification by itself will not solve all of Cuba's economic problems. It should be accompanied by a group of macroeconomic measures to guarantee the financial balance, he affirmed. We have huge challenges ahead of us, said Raul, and urged to make the Cuban economy match up to the high political prestige the country now enjoys internationally. The Cuban president insisted it is our duty to direct the country towards prosperous, sustainable, and irreversible development. Capitalism. Raul announced that the 7th Congress of the Cuban Communist Party will be held in April 2016 and stressed that it will be preceded by broad, open debates at all levels of the political organization and with the people regarding the ongoing process to alter the country's economic system. The Cuban president also reiterated our country's willingness and readiness to engage in respectful, open dialogues with the U.S. government as equals to address our differences and announced that he will personally attend the next Summit of the Americas in April 2015 in Panama.
Cuban President Raul Castro met yesterday with visiting Russian Vice President Dmitry Rogozin, who is paying an official visit to Havana on the occasion of the 12th meeting of the Cuba-Russian Intergovernmental Commission. During the exchange, the two dignitaries reviewed what they termed as the excellent state of bilateral relations between Moscow and Havana and expressed both governments' determination to further strengthen bilateral economic and trade commerce. They also discussed several international issues of common interest. The Russian Vice President presided over, together with Cuban Vice President Ricardo Pérez, the debates of the Intergovernmental Commission for Economic, Trade, Scientific, and Technical Cooperation between the two countries. The current talks, a follow-up of the visit here last July by Russian President Vladimir Putin, were also aimed at boosting business exchanges and the setting up of joint ventures in several fields.